I've been training for 2 years now, and this is basically what I do if I could go back to my body as I was 15 years old, but with the big brain that I have now. So basically, the first thing that I do, I instantly get a gym membership. The mistake that I made is for the first few months, for the first year and a half of me training, I was training at home. I was training in my room. You can see my pull-up bar there. I have my dip bar down there. I even had some dumbbells. But the problem is there was a serious limit to how much I could progress and the variation of exercises that I could have in my disposal. So that was kind of the problem. I could progress to a certain extent, but at some point I was just adding reps. I couldn't add weights. I was just progressing by adding reps, and so sometimes finding harder variations. But if I had just instantly gotten a gym membership, it would have been a lot better. It would have been a lot better, and I would have made even more progress because at a gym you have access to an almost, if you have a good gym, infinite amount of exercises, of machines, of weights. You can just progress with weights as much as you need to. You will never get too strong for the weights that you have in the gym. Probably won't. Maybe some machines, of course, but in most cases you have more than enough variation in weights. That's a mistake that I made. I just trained at home, even though I didn't have the money to really invest into a good home gym. I just had my room, a few pull-up bar, a dip bar, and I was there like moving around with my dumbbells. But the problem is, the gym, the home gym that I had, I was basically just the budget. I needed more budget to have a good home gym. Like I plan to make a home gym in the future when I'm older and I have like a family and I have a house. I plan to build a good home gym. But right now, I can't afford it. You need to have, if you have the budget to invest into a really good home gym, you have the budget to really make a good ass home gym, like with some weights there, with the dumbbells, with some machines. Go ahead and do it. But if you don't, and you just have like 500 euros on you, or maybe 1,000 euros, I don't think it's worth it. I would greatly recommend you to just go and train at the gym. If your goal is to build as much muscle as possible, if you're into the calisthenics, go ahead. But if you're watching this video, you probably try to build as much muscle as possible. That's the first thing that I would do. I just instantly go and ask my mom for a gym membership. And then I make a habit tracker. I'd make a habit tracker, basically a habit tracker. It's basically this. I still use it 2 years later. I started using it around 2 years ago, and it really helped me. What it helped me with is consistency. So basically, as you saw, I have my habits. I wrote them on the top of the page on a piece of paper that I literally stuck on my wall. I wrote down different habits on top of the paper, the piece of paper. So the first one, cold shower. Every morning when I wake up, the first thing that I do after I wake up, I go and take a cold shower. So I start the shower cold. I step into it for like 30 seconds, 1 minute. Then I can slowly turn it into a warm shower and then start really washing myself and everything. So I always start my day with a cold shower. Then secondly, workout. After showering, I prepare myself quickly and I go to the gym and I have like a fun workout. I enjoy myself and everything. And that's and then the third habit that I do, meditation. I really like to meditate. It's really good for me. I really like to do it because it clears my mind. It makes you calmer. Maybe it makes you more focused and present in my day-to-day life. The fourth one, gratitude. Every day I just write down three things that I'm really grateful for. You don't have to have as many habits on it. You can even have just working out on it, like basically just going to the gym and you have on it. But the power of the habit tracker is it kind of gives you more accountability every day. Especially if you stick it up on your wall every day, you can see it and you can see those boxes that you left unchecked. So basically, the habit tracker, you have different boxes for every day. Like you can see here, I'm gonna show you again. I have the habits on top, and I have on the left side, you can see the days. So basically 28 days. And then I have boxes for each habit and each day. And I basically just check the box every time I do the habit. If I don't do the habit on a certain day, I don't check the box. So basically, oh, I should have checked the box for this year today because I already went to the gym. Wait, let me do it. Like, bro, yeah, like this. That's basically it. So I already went to the gym. I already took a cold shower, so I can check the box for both. But I haven't meditated yet, and I haven't got your journal yet. It's literally 8 a.m., 8:30, so I haven't done those things yet. But I will do them after recording this video. And basically, the last habit here is YouTube. It's not recording videos or anything. It's basically, I basically for a long time had a YouTube addiction, and I still pretty much have. But on the days where I don't watch any BS video on YouTube at all, where I don't watch any entertainment videos or something like that, but I just read books and train and work and I don't touch YouTube, I'll check the box. So you can see yesterday, oh I messed up. Oh yeah, yesterday and the day before yesterday, I actually didn't watch any YouTube. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty a little bit how I use it and how I would do it. So I basically make a habit tracker and write down the habits that I want to do every day, and I would check the box for them. But the mindset you need to have with habit tracker, and the mindset that really made the habit tracker effective for me, is to have this bare minimum mindset. So I had this mindset that to be able to check the box for each habit, for example, for working out, I didn't think to myself, okay, I need to do a full 1 hour long workout to be able to check the box for working out. But I had the mindset that even if I just went out and did 5 push-ups, or even in my room, I just got down, did 5 push-ups, I would be allowed to check the box for working out. And you may think, yeah, 5 push-ups, it's not going to do anything. But it builds up this mindset of, okay, even on my worst days, even on the days where I don't feel like doing it at all, even on the days where I'm kind of tired or I'm kind of sick, even on the days where I definitely don't not do a full workout, I would at least do 1 push-up or 2 push-ups or 5 push-ups. And very often I would get down to 5 push-ups and then I would think to myself, okay, I just did 5, let's do some more, you know. So it builds up the habit of at least doing something every day. And then over time you get to the level where I am now. I don't miss a workout anymore. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, I took a cold shower, showered quickly, prepared myself, and at 5:50 I was at the gym. 5:50. And I don't miss workouts anymore. It's not like a problem for me anymore. But I had to start small. I saw discipline as a skill that I slowly leveled up. A lot of people, especially myself when I was younger, it's like imagine you're in a video game and you're level 1. Your character is literally level 1. But you have this monster, or like a level 30 dragon that you're trying to fight, and you keep trying to fight it every day, and you keep losing because you're level 1. And you keep making the mistake of going up and fighting a dragon, and you're dying over and over again. But then you could just go and find monsters that are just on the same level as you, level 1 monsters, and you fight them. Like some little cows or something like that, and you go fight them. And over time you will level up, and you're able to fight monsters of higher level because you're also leveling up. Very often we try to attack tasks or challenges that are way too challenging for us. Even though if you just went out and tried to do something that was kind of hard for you, kind of uncomfortable, but it was doable, something you could do every day, and then you started just progressively adding it, progressively making it harder, then over time you can reach a level where you're actually level 30, and then you can beat that dragon. That's my mindset with discipline. It's something that should be progressively overloaded, like every single skill out there. And then something I would just train at the same time every day. I would just go to the gym like I do now, go to the gym at the same time every day. I would have like a fixed time that I say, okay, every day after this certain activity, I would go to the gym. For example, if you're still in school, I was in school at that time, I would just think to myself, every day after school, I'm going to the gym. Or if you have more flexible timetable, more flexible routine, like I do right now, I just go to the gym every day at 5:30. At 5:20, I leave my house and I start walking towards the gym, and I'm at the gym at around 5:50. So every day after waking up, after showering, I go to the gym. That's something I would do. Always go to the gym at the same time after the same activities. And then I would follow a push-pull leg split. Push-pull legs is basically the split that I follow now. So on the first day of the week, I do my first workout of the week. I do a push workout, and then a pull workout on the second day, and then a leg workout on the third day, and then the fourth day is kind of a rest day, but I still train. I just do some boxing, shadow boxing in my room. So it's basically a rest day, but active rest day. We have to do some shadow boxing, and then I do another push workout, then a pull workout, and then a leg workout. So I would basically just, and then after the leg workout, I have another rest day. So my routine is basically, it's an 8-day routine, you could say. 8-day. So you have 8 days. I don't do like a week. I don't have like precise day. Like every Monday I do this workout. No, it's basically 8-day, kind of an 8-day plan, you could say. For example, today is Sunday and I had my second leg workout of the week. But next week, I'll have the workout that I had today, but on Monday. So you can see kind of always, It's hard to explain it. I would just follow like a push-pull leg workout, a push-pull leg split. You can basically watch the other videos. I'm not going to go into too much details here. Basically, on the push workout, I train chest, shoulders, and triceps. On the pull workout, I train biceps, back, and forearms. And on the leg workout, I train legs. No shit. and but you don't have to necessarily follow a push-pull leg split. Any split that allows you to train each muscle group at least 3 times per week is good enough. So it could be a full body split where you do train full body but 2 times per week or 3 times per week, or it could be an upper lower 4 times per week. So upper lower, upper lower. You could do that. Any split that allows you to train each muscle group 3 times per week is pretty good. Another thing that I would do, I'd start by mastering the technically difficult exercises. So exercises like a barbell squat. And that's something that I did pretty well when I actually started going to the gym. I started by using exercises that were pretty difficult. You know, the really basic exercises, like the bench press, and especially the barbell squat. Because the barbell squat is so technical that it will teach you so much about technique. It will just increase the skill of the technical skill in the gym. Because to be really good at the squat, you need to just spend long time really making it better and better and better. Don't aim to have like a perfect squat. Don't do that. Like there will be some YouTubers telling you that you need to have like this perfect, but aim to make it really good. Aim to make your squat really good. Aim to go ass to grass on the barbell. Aim to stay balanced throughout the movement. Aim to just spend some time. I will spend some time researching. I will spend some time really researching about the squat, making my own barbell squat better. Because afterwards, after I master the barbell squat, it will be a lot easier for me to really master the technique on other exercises. Exercises are actually easier to kind of learn and master, you know, like machine exercises, other exercises. For example, now I don't do barbell squat anymore. I don't do the normal barbell squat anymore. I do leg press, and I also do Smith machine squats. So it's basically just like the barbell squat, but on a Smith machine. So it's more stable. But at the start, when I first started, I just did barbell squats. And at some point, I switched to front squats. So I would really do this type of exercises that are really technically difficult at the start, and I would try to really get good at them, really work on my technique. And yeah, I would work on my technique. I would do probably for the really technical exercises, for the exercises that I haven't really mastered the technique for yet. I wouldn't even try to go really close to failure because my technique is pretty bad. But I would really do a lot of sets. So I'll probably do 5 sets of barbell squats and really work on really focusing on my technique on each set. And then the exercises that I'm already pretty proficient in, that I can already do pretty well, the exercises that I'm really pretty good at already, I would start by doing 1 to 2 sets for those exercises. It may be machine exercises or exercises that you do for dumbbells that are very simple. I would do 1 to 2 sets per exercises. And I would slowly over time, maybe over a few months, increase that. But I'll start by doing 1 to 2 sets because it can really help to really work on your ability to train to failure. It really helped me to do this. At some point I started doing this and I did literally 1 set per exercise. I did 5 sets per session, 5 exercises per session. So I literally did 5 to maybe 6 sets per session. But it really helped me kind of mentally to really think to myself, okay, I had this pressure, this accountability to really get the most out of each set. And I had to really learn the skill of really training to failure. And now I've gotten to the point where training hard isn't a problem anymore. It isn't a constraint anymore. I'll probably sometimes run into the problem that I probably train a little bit too hard sometimes. But it's because I slowly got better at the skill of training to failure, improve my pain tolerance and all those things by spending months doing fairly low volume, like 1, and then I slowly increase it to 2 sets per exercises. And I stayed on 2 sets per exercise for literally a year before I started actually sometimes increasing it to sometimes 3 on certain exercises, sometimes 4 on certain exercises, and some exercises I still do only 2 sets. And like I said, I would do like 3 to 5 exercises per session. So maybe 2 compounds or maybe 3 compounds, and then 2 isolation exercises. But I would just make sure I train each muscle group correctly. I really hit each muscle group. Because one of the mistakes that I made when I first started training is I kind of listened to the people who were telling me that, oh yeah, you can grow your biceps by doing pull-ups, or you can grow your biceps really well by doing chin-ups. You can grow your biceps a little bit by doing chin-ups, yeah. But if you actually want to get bigger biceps, just train them directly. I was like a dumbass and I sat there. These people were telling me, oh yeah, you can grow your big biceps with chin ups. And I was there, I said, bobbed my head because I know I didn't have to do curls. And then a few months later, I'm looking in the mirror and I have a fairly big chest. I look at my shoulders, yeah, they're fairly big. Then I look at my arms. Let's just say I was kind of disappointed. So I would really focus on hitting each muscle group really well. I know as beginners, there's this tendency to not like to train legs. Learn to love training legs. Like I can't believe I'm saying it now. If you send this video to my younger self, he would be blown away. But training legs, like leg day, is my favorite day of the week. Like the workout that I had today, it was super difficult, but it was so fun. Like I was on the leg press, it was so fun. Then I went to I talked to some people, I had conversations here and there, and I was suffering, but it was some good suffering. Like it was really enjoyable. So just learn to slowly love training legs, and trust me, it will get worse before it gets better. So you have some days where you're like, I don't want to train legs. You have some days where you're gonna have to squat heavy and you think to yourself, I don't want to squat, but still go on and do it. Trust me, learn to love to train legs. Train each part of your body. You don't, I don't, I remember times where I had this unbalanced physique. And it doesn't look aesthetic. You sometimes look even worse than you did beforehand because you have some muscles that are really big. But because they're so big, it it's it's more easy to notice how small or tiny and small other muscle groups are in your body. So yeah, if you don't want to look back in 2 years and regret your life decisions, train each part of your body, legs and calves included. And another thing that I would do that I've been doing a little bit recently, I would spend some time every week, like maybe just 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour every week, watching some more people more experienced than me training. So a channel that does it really, really well is Renaissance Periodization. They are a channel that make fitness videos like me, but they're really, really good. And sometimes they make videos where they kind of show themselves training with other people or training or coaching other people through their training. So they make really good videos like that. So I would recommend you go and watch these videos. Type in Renaissance Periodization leg day and you'll find some videos like that, or Renaissance Periodization just leg day, for example. And it would have helped me to really see how to train correctly, the kind of technique cues that I use, the technique cues that I use to really coach other people, how slow they go on the way down, how fast they go on the way up, or they pause here and they'll pause there. So I would watch these videos to really ingrain into my brain how to actually train, what good technique looks like, and what true intensity looks like. That's also very important because very often we think, yeah, I'm training to failure, and then you see someone else training and you're like, my sets actually don't look like that. Like I don't look like I'm going to war when I'm on the leg press. Today on the leg press, bro, I was hurting. Like I did 4 sets of leg press. It was painful. I remember after like the second set, I was sitting there on leg press machine. I was just looking for a way to relieve the pain. And I was just moving around, touching my legs, and I was like, just sad, you know. It was painful, but it was so fun. Honestly, the leg press is my favorite exercise ever out of every exercise that I do for each muscle group. Because it's so painful, the mind muscle connection is so good. I really love it. But I would recommend you watch some videos of other people. Well, actually, a video that I uploaded yesterday was a video of me training in my room because like I arrived at the gym at 5:50 like I usually do. But weirdly, the people working there they weren't there, so the gym was still closed. And I stayed there we waited with some people. It's like 7 a.m. So I literally waited 1 hour and 10 minutes in front of the gym. I talked with like an old man. We had like a fun conversation, but they still didn't come. So I just said, okay, fuck it. I went back home and I had like a small workout in my room. But on my way back home, I thought to myself, okay, let's record this workout. It will be a good video. So that's what I did. I recorded me doing the sets. Like it was like a pull workout, like a back and bicep workout. And it was really good. So I recorded it. I made like a little edit. I kind of structured it together, added some music, like some vlog music in the background. I even got a copyright strike, like my first copyright strike. Yeah, and yeah, it was really really enjoyable to make. So I think it's just a good video, and you can see what my like technique looks like when I'm performing different exercises, how I perform those exercises, and how hard I kind of train. Another thing that I would do, I would gain 1 to 2 kilograms per month. Um, but my brain just wait. Yeah, I would gain 1 to 2 kilograms per month. So basically, when I first started training, I tried to bulk. Like I'd heard of the concept of bulking, but I wasn't even doing correctly. So I wasn't even eating enough. But at some point, like the summer holidays came around, like around 3 years ago, and had like 6 weeks of summer holidays. So I went with like to Switzerland with my family. We had fun there, and I ate like a pig there. Like I ate a lot. And after those 6 weeks, I was 8 kilograms heavier than I was beforehand, and I looked big. Like those 8 kilograms, not every single one of those 8 kilograms was muscle. That's something I'm sure of. But I don't look like I gained any fat. So probably it wasn't all muscle, but some like a big chunk of it was probably muscle. But then some of it was probably water weight, a little bit of fat probably. But I didn't look any fatter at all. Like my six pack was still there. I still looked like I was at the exact same body fat percentage than I was beforehand. I looked like I was even leaner, but I'm sure it wasn't all muscle, of course. So yeah, and I remember I came back like to school and I looked like a lot bigger. Like I was filling up my shirts and people were just complimenting me for my physique and I was just so like proud and happy over it. Like, it was a good time. It was a good time. I remember like I was so proud when I came back from school. I even remember the first day I actually felt big in a shirt. Like beforehand, at some point, like I was already fairly muscular. Even when I trained without bulking necessarily, I gained a little bit of muscle mass, but I wasn't that big. Like when I was working, like wearing a shirt, I looked like I pretty much didn't lift. But I remember after I gained like 80 kilograms, like just 2 days before um, school started again, before like the two last 2 days before the summer holiday pretty much ended, my mom sent me to buy groceries, and I was like kind of pissed off. I was kind of sad, and I was like, yeah, kids when they kind of annoyed at their parents for asking them to do, like a favor, and I was kind of annoyed. Then I'm wearing my shirt in front of the mirror, and I actually looked big. Like I was filling up my sleeves, my shoulders were kind of popping out, my chest was kind of pressing against the shirt, and I remember I was so proud. I was walking towards the grocery store, and I was feeling so amazing, so big, so masculine and everything. I wasn't even that big, like I was still like at 60 kilograms literally. At 6'2", I was 6'2", and I weighed like 60 kilograms. So I was still pretty skinny, but I felt like the biggest man on earth that day. It was so fun. But yeah, I was I would say don't gain as much as I did. I wouldn't have gained like 8 kilograms like in a short period of time. I would have focused on gaining less weight, gaining weight more slowly, but gaining it consistently for like a long period of time. Like for literally, I would bulk for like 2 years straight. That's what I would do. I would literally stay in a caloric surplus for 2 years straight. For it's like I would gain like 1 kilogram to maybe 2 kilograms per month. I was maybe start with 2 kilograms per month, and then over time, maybe after the 6 month or 7th month, I would go down to 1 kilogram per month. That's what I would probably do. Because when you are in a caloric surplus, you just gain muscle and strength so much faster, so much faster. So that's what I would do. And last thing I would do, because this video is like kind of already pretty long, so I'm not gonna waste your time. But the last thing I would do, I would track my workouts. I would have like a notes page for each one of my workouts, for my pull workouts, for my pull workouts, for my leg workouts. I would have just a notes page, like a basic, like not complicated, like a basic notes page on my iPhone, and I would just have have it kind of for each training day, for each training kind of workout that I would do every week, and I would just write down every single set, every working set that I did. So I would write down, okay, first set of barbell squat, I did 40 reps, 40, I used 40 kilograms, I used 40 kilograms, I did 6 reps with 40 kilograms, for example, you could say. That's a good example. For example, I still do this to this day. Today I trained legs, and one of the exercises that I did reverse Nordic curl. So basically the exercise where you kind of get on your knees and push your hips forward, and then you go lean backwards and go backwards until as deep as you can go until your upper back touches the ground. Like it's a really difficult exercises. And I did that exercise with an extra 4 kilogram, like with a 4 kilogram dumbbell. So I just wrote down on my page, on my kind of notes page, reverse Nordic curl. So the name of the exercise. Then I wrote down BW for body weight because it's like kind of a body weight exercise. So I wrote down BW plus 4 times 5. So because BW again because of my body weight, plus 4 kilograms for the extra 4 kilogram dumbbell, and then times for the amount of reps times 5. Or I'll give you another example. The last exercise that I did was the lying leg curl. So basically the leg curl when you're lying on your stomach there. And I used 60 kilograms. On first day I used 60 kilograms and I did 7 reps with 60 kilograms. So I basically wrote down 60 times 7. It's really simple, so don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to have like a fancy app to track your workouts. And then what I would do, I would aim to progress. I would aim to get stronger over time. So if, for example, I'll just take an example of the beginner again. This week, I did the barbell squats. I used 40 kilograms and I did 7 reps with 40 kilograms. Next week, the next time I'm doing squats again, the same exercise, the same workout again, and I'm doing squats, I would aim to use 40 kilograms and add 1 rep to it. So do 40 times 8. And then the next time, 40 times 9. Or add some weight to it then. So basically what you do is you can use double progression. That's what I use with pretty much every exercise that I do. I use double progression. So you have like a rep range. So it can be 6 to 10, for example. 6 to 10. And you don't need to have the same rep range for every exercise. It can vary for different exercises. For certain exercises, you can do higher reps. For certain, you can do lower reps. But an example of rep range is the 6 to 10 rep range. Basically, you start by using a weight that you can do like repeat for 6 reps on a certain set, and then you basically slowly over time, over the weeks, add 1 rep every single session. At least try to do it. If you train correctly, use good form, and you eat a surplus, you should be able to add at least 1 rep, or maybe sometimes even 2. So the biggest you add 1 next week, and then 2 the next week, and then 3 the next week, and you get up until you reach 10. When you reach 10 reps, you basically add like 5 or maybe 10 kilograms so you can go back down to 6 reps. So that's basically how it works. And I would just do that for as long as I can, keep progressing. And when I start stalling, I stop making progress, when I maybe get even weaker or I hit like a plateau, I'll just evaluate what am I doing wrong. Am I sleeping correctly? Am I eating enough? Am I training correctly? And I'll just try to see what the constraint is and I would fix it just so I can start making progress again. So yeah, I hope you found this video valuable. It was actually really fun to record for me. Hope you found this valuable. Hope it was kind of enjoyable to watch. And if you want more help from me, then just click the first link in the description. Don't run away from discomfort. I can't talk. Don't run away from discomfort. Chase it.